Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, December 12th. We got a 7-game slate. We're going to get in and get out, starting with DraftKings. We got Luka Magic, 12-7. He's questionable. I'm lying, he's probable. He's expected to play 12-7. Find value and play him. John Morant, he's questionable. If he can't go, you already know what to do. Everybody's going to jump to Tyus Jones, which is the correct thing to do. You play Tyus Jones, you play Dylan Brooks, you get different elsewhere. Trae Young 10-4 without DeJounte Murray. You find value and play him. If they're gonna go back and forth with Memphis, then Trae Young is gonna have to have a big game. So Trae Young is absolutely in play. Dame Dollar against Minnesota, absolute terrific matchup. Find value, play Dame Dollar. SGA, we haven't been talking about him lately, but he's still him. 10-1. Find value and play him. I just don't like the pace of Dallas. But yeah, I don't like the pace of Dallas, but SGA is matchup proof. So if you're playing a few lineups, throw him in one. Halliburton, another matchup I'm not too thrilled about, but he is Halliburton. He's also matchup proof. He is the assist leader, the assist king. He's gonna get his fantasy points one way or the other. Find value, play him. Donovan Mitchell, if he's in, great. If he's not, you go right back to Garland, LeVert, Mobley, and Allen. They haven't really taken advantage of Mitchell being out, but it is what it is. That one day you fade them, they will go off. So pay attention to Mitchell, and if he's out, you know what to do. Kyrie, 8,700, still a little bit too cheap. Find value, play him. Garland is an okay play. If Mitchell is out, he becomes a good play. He hasn't capitalized, like I said. He hasn't capitalized on Mitchell being out, but I'm gonna go right back to him because of the fact that when you fade someone, they go off. So this should be Garland's night tonight against the Spurs, and the Spurs are a great matchup. If Garland and LeVert fail tonight, then I don't know what else to tell you. Simons is an okay play because of the matchup, but I usually don't want to play him with Lillard being active. D'Angelo Russell, 7,500 in play. Giddey's an okay play. I'm not gonna say fade Giddey, but I prefer SGA to be out, but Giddey's an okay play. Dinwiddie, if Luke is in, I don't need Dinwiddie. If Luke is out, Dinwiddie becomes a very good play at 6,900. Trey Jones is always a okay play, but they're going up against the number one defensive team in the NBA, which is the Cavs. Kyle Lowry, 6,700. That's a average play at best. Marcus Smart, 6,100 against the Clippers. In the player pool, but I don't see me getting to him. John Wall, if I'm playing a lot of lineups, I'll throw him in one. Reggie Jackson, I don't need. Nemhard, I don't need. Tyus Jones. If Morant is out, like we spoke about already, Brogdon, last man in type deal. Terrence Mann, last man in. If Goodwin starts again, you can fire him up at 4,600. Noel is in. Derek White, whatever. Richardson, last man in, but you're probably not going to need him. The rest of these guys aren't relevant right now, so let's go to shooting guard. Anthony Edwards, 9,400. Play him. Paul George. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. Jaylen Brown is in play as always. If Beal is back, good for him. You could take a shot on him. Maybe do a little game stat. Maybe play Beal and Kyrie in the same lineup, or Beal and KD in the same lineup. Something like that. Be creative. Hero. I don't like none of these guys from Miami if they're all healthy. If Hero is in, great. If Hero is out, Caleb Martin gets a bump. But like I said, there's no one on Miami that's going to end up in your optimal. They never do. They're just okay plays. Vassell. If Vassell starts the okay play, if he's coming off the bench, then I don't need him at 7,200. Dylan Brooks, if there's no Morant, he gets a bump. Otherwise, he's an okay play. Buddy Hield, okay play. Josh Hart, decent play. I like the matchup at 6K if he's in. Mathurin, okay play at 57. Tim Hardaway Jr. is an okay play. If Luka is out, he becomes a better play. Karis LeVert, he's an okay play. If Mitchell is out, he becomes a better play. Bogdanovich is in play at 4,800. Conchar, okay play. Rates go up if there's no Morant. Kispert, have fun with that. We spoke about Noel, Joe Harris. I prefer Joe Harris to start. I don't need McDermott. I don't need the rest of these guys right now. Small forward. Tatum, 11-1 in play. Durant, 11 flat in play. Keldon Johnson at 7,800 is a little spicy. If you're playing multiple lineups, you could take a shot, but he's going up against Cleveland at $7,800. That's a big ask. Jeremy Grant's in play. I like the matchup. Kawhi Leonard, he could go to hell. Lou Dort, last man in type deal. Kyle Anderson, if he starts, whatever. Caleb Martin, another guy, okay play. I prefer Hero and Jimmy Buckets to be out to play Caleb Martin, just to be honest with you. Abdia, if you're playing like 15 lineups, you could throw him in one. Strus, look, these Miami guys aren't a good place. AJ Griffin, if he starts, okay play. DeAndre Hunter is back, so maybe he goes in the starting lineup, and then you can't play AJ Griffin at 4,700. We'll see. Grant Williams over my dead body. Jalen Williams, no thank you. Justice Winslow, if he was to start for some reason, but I think everybody's going to end up being healthy for Portland. So if Justice Winslow is your last man in off the bench, it's not the end of the world. All right, Jimmy Butler. We spoke about Miami. If Hero is out and Butler is out, Caleb Martin gets a bump. Bam gets a bump. Kyle Lowry gets a little bit of a bump. And then I'm going to cut it off right there. I can't be giving all these Miami guys bumps because, like I said, these guys never are in optimal. There's no one guy on that team that's going to take you to the promised land. You know, every night is someone different. So I'm going to keep it really tight. Like I said, if there's no Butler and no Hero, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, Bam Adebayo gets a little bit of a bump. And if you want to jump out the window, Max Strus. But if you play Max Strus, congratulations. All right, where are we? Kuzma, 8,500. He's a little pricey, but he's in play. Evan Mobley, go right back to him. Like I said, they haven't been doing good without Mitchell as far as individual fantasy numbers, but go right back to Mobley. Jeremy Grant, Jaren Jackson, all in play. Marcus Morris, if I'm playing 10, 11, 12 lineups, I'll take a shot on Marcus Morris, but Paul George is in and Kawhi is in, so you don't need Marcus Morris. Jalen Smith, if you're feeling froggy, you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. Povachevsky, I don't remember the last time he completed a game, like he stayed in the whole game, but he's off the radar for me. No thank you. Brandon Clark, if there's no Steven Adams. The rest of these guys I'm not interested in. Jaden McDaniels, 4,200, last man in, that's fine. Porzingis is in play at 9,500, believe it or not. Bam Adebayo, 8,200. If Butler and Hero are out, he gets a bump. Nurkic, 7,400, okay play. Gobert, 7,200, okay play. Jared Allen, I'm interested in. Those four Cleveland guys, Allen, Mobley, LeVert, Garland. If Mitchell is out, I'm taking shots on all four of them. And Jetty Osman. Christian Wood, if Luka is out, I'll take a shot on Christian Wood. If he starts or not, I'll still take a shot on him if there's no Luka, because that's so much usage to go around. Miles Turner's too cheap at 6,600, but he hasn't been as good as he was when he started, so he's an okay play. Nothing spectacular. Capella's okay play. Claxton, if he's in, he's an okay play. Zubac at 5,800 is an okay play. Let's check up on Zubac and see what he's been doing. 36, 22, 38, 22, and 9. And I had a feeling his fantasy production wasn't great. That's why his price dropped. Listen, if the Clippers are going to keep this game close, then I'd assume that they want to keep Zubac involved. So if you're playing many lineups, you can take a shot on him. But the Clippers rotation is wild, so you never know what will happen. So I wouldn't put him in my main lineup. Steven Adams, 5,400. If he's in, great. If he's out, you go right to Brandon Clark and Jaren Jackson's rates go up. Zach Collins, if you want to take a shot on him, if he starts, that's fine. If Kevin Love is back, then that affects the bigs in Cleveland a little bit. So pay attention to Kevin Love's injury status if you're going to be playing Cleveland. Blake Griffin, if he starts, wait, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, Blake Griffin, if he starts, you could take a shot. And that's about it for me. Maybe Okongwu at 3,700. But like I always say, just hang tight, put in your dummy lineups, and wait for value. Let's get 5 guys. Nobody really stands out to me. Not gonna lie to you. Let me just get 5 guys that I like somewhat. Let's pick up Tyus Jones. Let's get some value going just in case Morant is out. So we got Tyus at 51. Decent price if he starts. Luke is most likely playing, so I'm not gonna put in Dinwiddie. LeVert is a little bit too cheap if he starts, so we got LeVert in. Small forward. Keldon Johnson is too expensive. Tatum will need like 56 fantasy points. Durant would need like 55. Let's get Anthony Edwards going against Portland and hope for a close game. Power forward. Mobley is kind of expensive at 77. Jaren Jackson at 71 looks fine. Let's pick up Brandon Clark in case Adams is out. So that's some more value. And then at center, we could go back to Jared Allen, as he should dominate the Spurs in the paint. So, like I said, I'm be honest, nothing really stands out to me. There's no easy plays. There's nothing that stands out. There's no high alerts, nothing. It just, you got to make your own value. So right now, I'm hoping that Morant is out. I'm hoping that Donovan Mitchell is out. I'm hoping that Steven Adams is out. And then if those 3 guys are out, then I have my value. If those 3 guys are in, then we just got to wait for more news. That's all it is. It's just a waiting game. No big deal. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, and anybody that needs help cashing, you're struggling in these contests, you can't quite cash, I can help you. I can send you my lineups, my optimized full lineups. I can send them to you. You can check out my Patreon, linked in the description. I can build you your own lineups for FanDuel, DraftKings, SuperDraft, or Yahoo, whatever it is you need. Check out the Patreon, linked in the description. DM me on Twitter. Let me know what you need. We'll figure it out. FanDuel, I have 5 guys picked out. They're not sexy at all. I'm warning you now. It's Trae Young. I got Trae Young at 10K, who's a little bit too cheap without DeJounte Murray. I want to go back to Garland, so I'm going back to Garland. I'm going back to LeVert. Brandon Clark, if there's no Steven Adams, is going to be it's going to be very popular for me. Jared Allen, I'm going to give him one more shot, and he should crush against San Antonio. I also do like Bogdanovich if there's no, since there is no DeJounte Murray. So those are 6 guys that I like for FanDuel so far. Like I said, nothing sexy, nothing spectacular. We got to be patient. I'm going to go on and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you had a good weekend, a profitable weekend. I'm going to go on and head out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.